The great American patriot Ezra Taft Benson, Dwight Eisenhower's Secretary of Agriculture, well known here in Utah, for he became president of the LDS Church, stated, "The sad and shocking story of what has happened in America in recent years must be told. Our people must have the facts. There is a safety in an informed public. There is real danger in a complacent, uninformed citizenry. This is our real danger today. Yes, the truth must be told, even at the risk of destroying in large measure the influence of men who are widely respected and loved by the American people. The stakes are high. Freedom and survival is the issue." There's but a moment here to make a few points, revealing the facts that destroy in large measure the reputation and influence of betrayers, wolves in sheep's clothing, who are combined in the destruction of the American Republic. In light of this, I invite you to visit hangingbyathread.us. That's www.hangingbyathread.us. What is hanging by a thread? The U.S. Constitution. On September 28th, the treacherous Congress passed the Military Commissions Act of 2006, signed October 17th by the President. This treasonous act of legislation gives to the executive power that no King of England has had since before Magna Carta in the 13th century. And now, these betrayers of their oath of office have dealt a death blow to habeas corpus. Along with it, the Bill of Rights. J. Reuben Clark, of whom a local law school is named, warned, "We stand in danger of losing our liberties, and that once lost, only blood will bring them back." But you can trust us not to violate habeas corpus, the feds demand. Jefferson answers them, "In questions of power, then, let no more be heard of confidence in man, but bind him down for mischief by the chains of the Constitution." The greatest of those chains, habeas corpus, is now gone. That beloved Ezra Taft Benson also stated, "Today the Christian constitutionalist mourns for his country. He sees the spiritual and political faith of his fathers betrayed by wolves in sheep's clothing. He sees the forces of evil increasing in strength and momentum under the leadership of Satan, the arch enemy of freedom. He sees the wicked honored and the valiant abused. He senses that his own generation faces Gethsemanes and valley forges that may yet rival or surpass the trials of the apostles, the early apostles, and the men of 76, and this gives him cause to reflect on the most basic of fundamentals. Wicked forces in this republic have already entered into secret and semi-secret contracts, what some are calling government-sponsored terror of the worst kind, coming in the form of the North American Union, with the destruction of the U.S. Constitution in its totality. You may scoff or spurn such an accusation. Don't be too smug. David Rockefeller boasts of this treason, his word, treason, against the American Republic. He stated so in his memoirs published in 2002. You who would give the President a pass today as he dismantles your constitutional protections prove foolish, for tomorrow there will become others who may come to that office. They may not even feign piety, conservatism, or family values for votes. And what then? Will you, being a member of your faith, run the risk of being labeled an enemy combatant? My ancestors and many of yours knew of burnings and mobbings, murder and rape, as Lilburn Boggs, governor of Missouri, issued an extermination order against the Mormons. Fools trust politicians, and only fools will sacrifice constitutional protections for the false promise of security, now no matter who pledges to deliver that security. History proves that when you have empire abroad, there is always a destruction of liberty at home. The string of lies that come in, week out, would take hours to articulate. Suffice it to say, we now see and are witness to the darker side of empire, with its grim and tragic overlay of brutal conquest, of subjugation, of repression, and an astronomical cost in life and treasure. We have the unfortunate event now to show up to the polls here in Utah and partake of yet another massive fraud, the electronic Diebold fraud machines where whistleblowers have testified of the reality of planned and stolen elections. Now is the time to become informed, rise up and stand forth for liberty. Ezra Taft Benson warned, the longer we wait, the deeper the blood and the stronger the chains that will be ours. Again, I invite you to investigate what I've only alluded to here. Begin that search by visiting www.hangingbyAthread.us. I'm Shaun Knapp, running for Utah's House District 64 on the Constitution Party ticket.